We're on, girl. We are
right.
live.
All right.
Hey everybody, it's me, your host, Gabby Kennedy. Welcome to the Actors Talk with Gabby Kennedy that's being presented to you by URBANFEST 360, a film festival happening in Orlando, September 20th and 21st at Afro TV Studios. Now today I am joined by Henry Severe, a filmmaker, a writer, a director, a producer, an editor, an artist, but not in any particular order, I have to say. Henry is doing his thing. He's a recent graduate of UCF in Orlando, Florida, for those of you who don't know. And Henry's short film, Delusionally Ari, is an official selection of URBANFEST 360. So Henry, thank you for joining me today. How you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm really excited to talk about this, and I'm really excited for URBANFEST.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, for the audience who may not have seen you before, who may not know you, tell me a little something about yourself, maybe something that we don't know.
Yeah, so, all right, so you already introduced me. My name is Henry Severe. I come from South Florida, moved up to Orlando a few years ago. I got into making videos and films very young. I was playing around with like Windows Movie Maker when I was in like fourth grade and kind of got hooked from there. And ever since then, I just love creating stories, telling stories, and just connecting to people through stories.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Especially when you start from young. And I want to say, like you said, you started playing around with that program. Like that's some good advice for somebody. Just get into the program, tap in. Don't wait until you're into making movies. Just start playing around with things and then you'll get it. You'll be on your way in no time.
Yeah.
Henry, can you tell me what inspired your short film, Delusionally Ari?
Yeah, what inspired my short was honestly just the people in my life and my own experiences. Everything that happened in it is something that either happened directly to me in the world of crushes and romance, or that happened to my friends with their permission to put their stories in the script, of course. But it was all just authentic stories that I thought would be funny to kind of form into this sort of a teen rom-com world.
That's so dope. Those make the best stories that you can tell that are genuine, and those are our urban stories. So in just a minute, I'm going to show the trailer for Delusionally Ari, and I want to read a little bit of the tagline here. Okay, Delusionally Ari is a coming of age short film written and directed by Henry Severe. An anxious teen seeks her friend's advice on confessing her true feelings to her classmate turned best friend. All right, so let's take a peek at this trailer. Here we go. All right.
All right. Study break over.
I think I'm falling in love.
With who?
Hey.
I think he likes me too.
Is she okay?
It happens. Just give her a sec.
Short and sweet, and you get the vibe, you understand it very quickly. And when I saw it, I was like, I gotta know more about this. I was like, that's it, like that. Now it made me want to check further into your film. So thank you. That was a really great trailer. Did you put that together yourself?
Yes, with a lot of my work, I also edit it. When I'm writing something, I also like have the edit in mind and like how it's gonna go, especially with comedy where it's very all about timing, So yeah, I did edit it. Yeah.
Yes. Really quickly, I want to kind of take a break in our interview, and then we're going to get back to Delusionally Ari. But I have a little bit of some fun questions to get to know a little bit more about you, right? Especially since you into this new big world, you recently graduated, and I want to know all about your plans for the future. So we're going to circle back to that. All right, so I have a random word, and you'll have about 10 seconds to pitch me a movie using the random word.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right. All right, I'm gonna throw it out there. This first one should be easy for you, okay? The first one. All right, it's 2 words actually. College romance. What's your pitch?
Okay. Okay, I'm finding it. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking we can play around with time a lot. So, okay, I'm gonna reset. Let's start the page. We got boy, girl, boy meets girl type story. They meet at freshman year orientation. And it becomes a thing of like, oh, they always see each other around, but maybe it's just the right person, wrong time. And it follows them throughout all 4 years of college. And we kind of get to see like who do these people become throughout different points in their lives. As something
Mhm.
big about college is that things can change so quickly, but also you really find like what type of person you are, what type of people that you like to surround yourself with. So maybe it's a thing of like they kind of meet each other at different points and maybe they don't exactly get together each time, but we can kind of see them evolve as people and how they go about relationships. So almost like a college version. Let's say, let's say Dear White People meets When Harry Met
Ooh.
Sally. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And as I'm watching, like I could literally see your wheels turn. It really gives us a peek into who you are as a filmmaker. I love that question because you just let us in right there. Like you got on it and you could really see your creativity start to flow. So yeah, hats off to you, Henry. You got a future in this for real. All right. All right, here's another one. So you're making a movie. You can name 3 actors that you would cast for a chaotic college film, maybe even the film that you just slated. But if not, it's okay. So name 3 actors that you cast in a chaotic college film, and one of those actors has to be the villain.
The villain.
Okay, the
Okay.
villain, the
Hey,
villain,
okay.
right?
I would say a few kind of like younger actors that I'm thinking of off the top of my head.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'd start with Iowa Beery.
Okay.
I recently I saw her in Bottoms and I also just love her in The Bear. I think she would be very fun in like that type of like college
Yes.
setting. I think there's
Yes.
also a movie that's coming out where she is like a university student. So I think that would be really great. Nico Hiragua. I saw him in this movie, Sweethearts on HBO.
Okay.
Really
Yes.
love his energy. He has really great energy. Great chemistry with his like co-stars in that movie. And then the last one, I'll say for the villain,
The
I
villain.
think it would be interesting to see maybe Jenna Ortega play like a antagonistic role. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it. And you know your actors for sure. I love it. Somebody might take that idea because that sounds like a really good cast right there. All right, I got another one for you. This is kind of on the same lines, but we go a little bit younger. All right. If you had to remake a Disney classic into a horror, and I don't know if you're a director, would you ever consider creating a horror film?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think that I would be great. I have not done horror. Wait, let me think. No, I have not done horror yet, but I think I would be great because I am genuinely scary. Like I'm really afraid. So I would just be great in a horror film. All right. So if you had to remake a Disney classic into a horror film, which one would it be? And what would be your creepy twist on that Disney classic? Don't go too
Okay.
dark on us, Henry. Now we've got viewers here. We don't want to.
Yes. No, I would say. mm, I would say maybe Cinderella could be interesting. I would say Cinderella. Yeah. At first I was thinking Sleeping Beauty, but I think with Cinderella, maybe the creepy twist can be like the idea of like getting everything you want, but also having to like sacrifice something for it. So for example, like with her and that character being like yes, you get what you want, you get to go to the ball and everything, but then it all ends at midnight, and maybe like with that sort of getting what you want, there's usually some kind of sacrifice. In real life it can be, yeah, you go for your career but you sacrifice your time, or maybe love for someone in your life and things like that. So I guess that could be the creepy twist. But
Yes. Yes, yes, and sacrifices can get real. They can get real dark real quick.
yeah.
So that's really good. That's really creative. Cinderella, and make Cinderella black too. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
Yeah.
All right, this is my last fun question for you. All right. If your last film, maybe Delusional Ari, or maybe the one before that, right? If your last film had to be scored entirely by one artist, who would the artist be?
If my last film had to be scored by one artist, I would
Mhm.
say outside of the artists that we already got in it, like all the local artists that, oh my gosh, like Jen, Downtown Kyoto, the score was made by Gerald Law, amazing. I would probably say if I had to bring in one more artist, it'd probably be SZA. All that kind of romance vibes, all the kind of love that is won and lost.
Yeah.
I think she would very much match the vibe.
I love that. I love that. I love SZA, and I love what she's been putting down. I mean, I was into SZA back then when she was making that little music, but now I'm loving SZA. She has evolved so beautifully, and absolutely, she would make a great soundtrack for a movie. So that was my fun questions, and thank you for sharing and being yourself, because it gives us a peek into who you are as a filmmaker. So as a filmmaker, Henry, what's your superpower? Like, what is something that you do really well?
Yeah, I feel my superpower is authenticity. I noticed it a lot more when I would put my work out and go to festivals and see people react to it and see how, even though, let's take with Delusion Ari, the lead is a black girl who's just going through these emotions in high school. And I wanted to make that because I was like, it would be really cool to make a teen rom com with a lead that we don't usually see, a teen black girl. And when I would take it to different festivals, I get different audiences reacting to it, and a lot of people would say how it felt so authentic to their experiences, and it really like I thought it was really interesting because I would notice it not only with young black people, like people around my age, but then it would also be like older audiences, kids that are
Yeah.
like younger, like kids that are like 10, like just everyone. So I feel that just staying authentic and really picking from stories that have really happened to me and that have a connection to me has really helped me with my writing.
Yeah, yeah. I can say, Henry, I am in my early 20s, late 30s, and I could immediately you didn't catch that. And I could
No,
immediately
I heard that. Oh,
I immediately connected with the story. It's like I've been Ari, and I think that that's what makes it so relatable to people. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. You've been there. You can remember feeling like that about somebody, wanting somebody to like you, playing back all of your thoughts, all of your, now they call it anxiety, but it's like you playing all of these thoughts in your head, and we can all relate to that. So thank you for this story. It's sweet and it's done in such a great way. And I have another question for you. Earlier you mentioned that you're Caribbean descent, that you're Haitian.
yes, yes, I'm
Yeah. So
Haitian.
tell me about you know just how do your roots, how does your heritage play into, I'm wording the question wrong, but how does your heritage influence your storytelling?
Yeah, so again, I'm Haitian. I grew up in South Florida, and growing up in South Florida especially, I was always surrounded by a lot of diversity within like my schools, the places I would go to, all of that. So much South Florida is made up of Caribbean immigrants from Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans,
Yes.
everybody. So for the storytelling that I make, I want to show stories that look like the people that I grew up with. And that's really been like the biggest influence for me.
Yes.
I'm like I just love where I grew up. So that's really what I want to showcase within the art that I make.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, can you tell us something that you love about Orlando or something you love about Florida? For the people who are not from here, what is it about Orlando for you?
Yeah, so Orlando, I moved here for college in 2021. And it was definitely an adjustment coming from South Florida to here. But what I really loved about it is just being able to explore different places.
Yeah,
And there's so many cool local spots that just even outside of theme parks, love going to Disney, love going to Universal, but even outside the parks, there's so many cool local spots, amazing food, especially on a place like Mills. There's just so much great food and a lot of just new places to find and try. So for me, it's just like the exploration part of just going around seeing, the spots that maybe the people from outside of Florida maybe wouldn't think about being here.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about UCF. There's a spot down Colonial, and it's a Spanish restaurant. It's like La something. I don't want to botch it, but man, they give you so much food. The
Are you talking
prices.
about habaneros?
What is it?
I think it's habaneros.
I don't even know, but it's on
Yeah,
Colonial, right?
yeah.
Man, it's so good and the prices are good. The food is good. The food is fresh. It's like, it don't get no better than that. Just to be able to sit somewhere like that with your friends, that's where it's at. So thanks for sharing that because, everybody that's coming to Urban Fest is not from Orlando. We have a lot of people coming internationally, not even within the US, but within the US also, you'll get to see so many people. So with that being said, will we see you at Urban Fest 360 in
Well,
September?
of course, of course, of course. I'm so excited to like not only meet a lot of people that are coming in. I'm excited for people to see my short, but I'm also excited to see just all the different shorts from the other filmmakers as well. That's the most fun thing for me when I go to film festivals. Like, yes, my thing is screening. Like, love my short, everything, but it's also really nice to just see like what are other people making,
Yeah.
and these are my peers. So it's really cool to like just support other filmmakers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't forget about the panels that are getting ready to start to roll out. Wait until you see some of the panels that Urban Fest 360 is going to have. One of them I can spotlight is Blind Sides. It's like I like to call it an actor showcase. So we'll do Blind Sides live. That'll be in front of an actor will perform in front of a panel of judges, and there'll be a winner. So if you have time, stop into Blind Sides. All right. If I want to know a little bit about, you mentioned that you made this movie with your sister or your sister helped you. Can you tell me a little bit about your cast, the cast of Delusional Ari?
Yes, yes. So the cast is unbelievably just talented, truly.
They really are.
Everyone that was in it had such a good chemistry, and obviously this is a rom-com, and not only just the romance side of it, but also the comedy where it's like these are supposed to be friends and they're kind of having this little sleepover and talking about these crushes and everything. And we really needed to get the chemistry right. So I'm so happy that Catherine, our lead, was just so phenomenal in the way that she played Ari. And that she had such great chemistry with Victoria, who played Danny, Covey, who played Mars, and they just all flowed so well. And it felt like they've known each other for so long. And our romantic interest, Eric, he was also just amazing in the role. They all just flowed really well, and that's what I was really excited about because I was a little nervous going into it. Like when going into casting, I was scared. Like we really need to get this right because
Yeah,
if they don't have chemistry, everything's gonna fall apart and people aren't gonna feel it.
yeah.
So yeah, they were great, and my sister does make a little cameo in it. If you can spot, her name's Polly. If you can spot her in it, she is there. She is in it.
Hey, Polly. Hey. Okay. All right. And how about the cat? How about the crew that helped you create this film? Any special thanks for your crew?
Yeah, so our crew is mostly made up of other UCF students and just people within the Orlando area. And I'm just very grateful that so many people decided to help me just make this vision come to life.
Yeah.
It was one of my first times working with a larger crew. So it was definitely a new experience for me, but I'm just really grateful that everyone helped work it out. RDP, KL Shannon, he killed it. I'm so proud of some of the shots that we got in this, and yeah, and then also I at the time I was living with my sister at Polly again, and she was really helping me kind of stay grounded with everything and giving me a lot of perspective. There was actually, after the first day, we had to rewrite part of the script because some of it took place outside, but because it's Florida in the summer, it was raining, the downpour whole week.
Yeah.
So night before shooting, we had to like I was sat down with my sister and I was like, okay, I'm writing this, I'm writing this. I showed it to her and I was like, how did this feel? And she was like, maybe we should like tweak this thing. And then I'm like, right. How does this feel? But
Um,
yeah, no, everyone just helped so much, and like I can't name everybody's names because we're gonna be here for a while and just telling you exactly what they all did, but no, everyone killed it.
yeah, that's good. That's good. And as a filmmaker, I had an opportunity to watch your other project about the dorm room. What was the title of your
Yes, yes,
what is the
Dorm
title?
B&B, yeah,
Nice, right? So I had an opportunity to look at that, and looking at your body of work, you can tell that you're somebody who deserves to have this community of people surrounded around you while you're creating these special projects like Delusional Ari. Like you think it's just something, oh, this is fun, this is a comedy, this is romance. It's like, no, this is a story that as soon as I saw it, I went back. And I need moments like that. We need moments like that to like travel back in time. I remember when I was that girl in high school trying to get a boy's attention. Like, come on, we've all been there, and it took me back. So you deserve those people. You deserve your people. Um, can you tell us a little bit? So maybe something that happened behind the scenes that, besides the weather, something behind the scenes that's fun or interesting for Delusional Ari.
yeah. So when we were filming, some of the last scenes that we had filmed were the parts where they're all in the room talking, where that's kind of like the connective tissue throughout the whole thing. And those were some of the last scenes that we had filmed, and it was done in this super hot bedroom. We have to turn off the AC because the AC was going to be making noise. And mind you, we're filming this during June, so
Ooh.
it was extremely hot. And when we were filming it, we would like we do some shots, and then when we had any kind of break, turn on the fan real quick, everyone get out. It's like packed with people, so it's not only like the heat of just being in the summer, but also just like body heat as well. So then we'd like get out, get some popsicles, and then go back in like after a little break because no one's passing out because of heat exhaustion for a film. Okay, we keeping everyone safe. But yeah, that was a very memorable part of it. So when we wrapped doing those scenes, and one of the last shots that we had gotten was the one where they're kind of like all laying down on the bed and like kind of staring up. We finished that, and then I was like, all right, it's a wrap on everything. And I just like passed out on the bed because I was just like, I'm done. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, those are definitely your people. Anybody that'll stick with you in the heat. What? That is not easy. So I know what you mean about turning off that AC for audio. Listen, we can all relate to that. It is not easy. Um, so what? Now that you've graduated, and what was your graduation date from UCF?
yeah, so I graduated this past May. So I was spring 2025 graduate of the Nicholson School at UCF.
Nice. Nice. Congratulations, right? Everybody cannot do it. So, congratulations. I hope life after college has been rewarding. But what are your goals? What does the future look like for you as a filmmaker?
Yeah, so I just want to keep telling authentic stories that resonate with people. What I've learned throughout my journey as a filmmaker is what's real to me is real to others. I am not that different from other people. We all have these shared experiences, even if on the outside we may look a little different from each other or things may seem a little different on the surface level. Everyone has shared experiences that I feel we can all relate to each other with and connect to each other with. So
Yeah.
I just want to keep making authentic stories that connect me to others.
Yeah, that's so good. Short and sweet. If you could give advice to someone who's maybe in college or considering going to college for film, what advice would you give?
Yeah, I would say to just, I'd say one, if you really want to do this, you have to like put your energy, just go for it. Don't overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it too much. Don't worry about getting the best camera and the best lens and all this equipment and all that because it can get expensive really quickly.
Mhm.
So just focus on story, focus on just connecting with a story and working that out before you try to get this and that. My first short film I had like borrowed a bunch of like like small equipment from my school's library and was borrowing camera from a friend. And did I have the best lighting? No, but like it was a start and it was definitely a building block to start on something. You know, you can't improve on anything if there's nothing on the paper.
Yeah.
So I would say just go for it. But another part of it would be, especially if you're in university, make use of the resources that you have, especially
Mhm.
going to a college. This is a privilege. And if you have any way to rent out for equipment, do it. If there are different study abroad opportunities that your school offers, do that. Look into it. Financial aid, look into it.
Mhm.
Um, and then also just programs from outside of the university. Sometimes you have to research them a little bit, but I know for me, I was blessed enough to be able to join a program with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in college, and it was a career accelerating kind of program for college students. And it's like things like that where you can meet more people, you can go for those scholarships, go for those fellowships, and really just make use of the fact that you are a university student and a lot of people do want to help you and want to see you succeed. So
Yeah.
education is extremely important, you know, and just making use of the resource of and the privilege of being able to go to a university.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Henry, where can we connect with you and learn more about who you are as a filmmaker?
Yeah, so you guys can connect with me, particularly on Instagram. That's probably where I'm the most active. It's
Me
just
too.
at Henry Severe, HenrySevere. And that's usually where I'm going to be posting any updates about different films that I'm making and what's coming out. And also, if you want to watch all my films, they are on YouTube. Same thing, just my name, Henry Severe. And I also have a website where you can see a little bit more of different projects that I've made and different like kind of behind the scenes of the films I've made.
Yeah, very good. And on Henry's website, you can take a peek at his resume and see all of the work that he's put in throughout college, some of the amazing programs that he's been a part of, his internships, and they really show the work that he's been putting in. So you got a bright future. You really do got a bright future ahead of you. And people are going to see this. And once I seen your projects, I knew that you were the real deal, Henry. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've talked to a lot of people, and you can take a look at people's work and see the evolution of it, and you can tell when somebody's here to stay. And you, my friend, you're here to stay. Henry, are you working on anything? I mean that too. I mean it. Are you working on anything that you want to share with us or that you can share with us? Like, what's next for you?
You know, NDA. I can't say no. I'm just kidding. No,
Okay,
look. Nah, see, I am working on a script right now that I'm really excited about. Something we were talking about earlier was my upbringing and my culture, like being Haitian, coming from South Florida, and that's something I really want to involve in the next work that I do. my culture, my upbringing, my language. Like I have been wanting to make a project where the characters speak Creole so much, and I'm really excited to do that.
Yes.
But that's really my goal. Like I really want to just keep making authentic stories. But with my next one, I really want to focus on some of those things that I just want to showcase, and also my love for music as well. I showed a little bit of that in this one because Delusion Ari is probably the short that I made with the most music involved in it.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited to just like keep doing that, but just like one up it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look. So wait, let's go back to the music for Delusional Ari because the music in that trailer, I really like that song. I'm like, what? Hey, tell me about the playlist a little bit for this movie.
Yeah, so if you go actually on my website, I have a Spotify playlist that involves some of the music that was in the short, but then also songs that I had listened to when I was writing it or when I was kind of envisioning it. And a lot of the artists that are in the short are local Orlando artists that I met either through friends or through Instagram. So, for example, the score was created by Gerald Law. He had also studied at UCF, their graduate program for music. And we had met through Instagram DMs. We chatted a little bit, like maybe a year prior to making this. And when I remembered that he said, like, oh, I'd be down to like collab or do something like that, I hit him back up and I was like, hey, so
Right.
I'm doing
Hey.
something.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, and then the other artists that were in it. So some of the songs, like the song that was in the trailer, My Best, was created by Downtown Kyoto. He is not a local artist, but a UK based artist that I also found through Instagram. And I had been listening to his songs for honestly probably like a year and a half. And I heard one of his songs and I was like, that would be so good in my short. So then I had also hit him up on Instagram and I wasn't even sure if he'd even respond because it's like you are in a whole other continent, but
Right.
he did, and I was really excited to be able to like showcase some of his music. Some of the other artists were Jen. She did the song "Situationship" for the soundtrack, and then also a good friend of mine, Margot Maybach. We had actually went to high school together, and their song is also in the short as well. So it was just really cool to really showcase some local artists and also Duncan Kyoto, who is an artist I found on Instagram. So yeah.
Nice. Nice. And that's what happens for the people who are not into social media, but for the people who are, you're familiar, you've seen people, you get to connect and it's a place to network. And you like, hey, I see this person, they may or may not be independent. This is a really nice song, or this person has a good look as an actor. And all you have to do most of the time is reach out and ask people. It's one of the things that I'm working on is asking people for help. And when you reach out to someone with a really good collaboration opportunity, when it's right, it's right. And a lot of the times people will say yes, people will connect with you. So collaboration is key here. And as you start to move about, within this industry, make sure that you work with the people that feel good to you. Make sure that you collaborate where it matters. Don't give your energy to any and everything and everybody. You're so worth it. And there is, how do I put this? There is money to be made out here. So don't shortchange yourself because even the work that you already put out shows your worth. It shows who you are. It's like this is not somebody that you just, all right, hey, come and do this and this and this. Make sure that when you have the opportunity that you get what you're worth. I have two different prices. My prices are for industry professionals, and my prices are for independent filmmakers. We all understand that those are two different price ranges, but for the industry professionals, there is money to be made, and you are well on your way to that. So make sure that you give your energy to the right things, to the things that feel good to you, so you can continue to tell your stories. Okay, that's a little bit of my advice for you because I see you, Henry. Yeah. So before we get out of here, Um, I always like to ask, how can the community of filmmakers support you as you're now on this journey, or even for your next film? How can the community of filmmakers support you?
The community of filmmakers can support me by doing what I do for other filmmakers, which is just hyping me up.
Hype me
Like,
up.
just, yeah, like, and I love doing that. Other filmmakers in Florida, in the Orlando area, just hyping them up, reposting their stuff on Instagram and sharing it to more people. I think it can be very easy to lose motivation when you're doing stuff like this. It's hard. It's really hard. So it's
Yes.
nice to just motivate other people on a path like you, and to just give them their kudos and support their work by just sharing it to more people and being like, hey, this is a really cool thing that someone in this area just made. You should check it out. So
Yeah.
I love doing that for other filmmakers, and I definitely have had other filmmakers do that for me, and I'm just very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's really good. Well, I can tell you, you have me as a fan and a supporter for life. Like, I'm always going to be checking into you, seeing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting behind what you do. It's different when you connect with people in real life. That's why I do what I do. These conversations are a heart connection. It's like, and you don't forget those things. So as you continue to go on, you will see me being a cheerleader for you too, because I believe in what you're doing and you've taken all the steps to do it the right way. And I respect that. So even, I mean, even though we're around the same age, it's like, I respect what you do. Come on, Henry, don't do that. Okay. All right. So thank you. I'm joking. I'm joking. I knew I would have a younger guest today, so I just wanted to throw in some of those age gap jokes there. But Henry, I don't want to miss anything here. I want to make sure that your message is clear when it comes to delusional Ari. So if you have anything else that you would like to add, some last remarks to our interview, we're getting ready to get out of here. So did I miss anything, any of your messaging behind this film, or anything else that you would like to say?
Honestly, final thoughts is just it came up a lot throughout our talk, but be authentic. A big theme of the short is just being authentic, being honest, being true to how you feel. And that's
Yeah.
really what I want to showcase with it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for more people to watch the short, and I'm really excited to go to Urban Fest and just be a part of the community, see what other people.
Yes, Urban Fest is going to be a movement, a really great experience, curated by the one and only Timothy Starks. And man, we got some great things in store for everybody connected to this movement. I'll be there. I'll be on the red carpet. So when you see me, please come and give me another interview, a little say hi to me. And other than that, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about your short film, Delusional Ari, that'll be showing at Urban Fest 360 September 20th or the 21st. We're not sure yet. That schedule is on its way, as well as all of the other events that are going to be happening. So thank you so much, Henry, for being here. And I'll see you again. I'll see you on the other side.
Yes, I'll see
Okay?
you later.
All right. Thank you. Bye.